Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with my review of the Delta Enforcer from Power Rangers SPD as part of my retro review series. As always, if I'm forgetting anything that comes with it or function-wise or anything, I apologize because some things get lost over time, whether I've had it a long time or got it on eBay. Just want to say that right off the bat, although sure I'll still get comments being like, oh, you didn't have this. I'm like, I said it at the beginning. Anyway. So yeah, there may be something I'm missing. You never know. I'm an idiot too, so that happens. But anyway, this is the main weapon used by the SPD Rangers in their SWAT mode, which is pretty cool. This is one of the few things, kind of like with Rick, because I bought this back when I wasn't collecting Sentai stuff, or watching it for that matter, other than being familiar with it. I'm not familiar with the Japanese version, other than I know it looks a little bit better, and it obviously doesn't have this Power Ranger sticker here. And I don't know how the sounds differ. So this is one of those few cases where I probably won't be mentioning that too much other than to say I don't know. But look-wise, other than the Power Ranger sticker, I think it's pretty solid. It's a very nice size. I think kids will even have a better time with it because, you know, smaller hands, so it'll feel even more in scale with the show. But even as an adult, it still feels like a pretty solid two-handed weapon. Very well done in terms of that. The plastic doesn't feel cheap. I still think it looks pretty solid. The Power Rangers logo here is annoying, especially, I mean, obviously it's not show accurate either way. But the logo they use here for these, like with this and like the Dino Thunder stuff, is just, it's so ugly and fake looking. I don't know why they thought that was cool. Like if they were going to do it, could you at least get something that looks more official or something? I don't know. It's very ugly, but it's pretty easy to remove if you just get some Goo Gone or something. And it's definitely a lot easier to ignore and or remove with this than in something like the Drago Sword, where it was like this huge eyesore that ruined the whole thing. But other than that, I still think, like I said, look-wise, pretty solid. I'm pretty pleased with it, and like I said, size-wise, pretty well done. I quite enjoy this weapon. So the on-off button is somewhere on here, which I'm forgetting. I are a professional reviewer. Damn it. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay. So there's also a try me function for when you're in the store, but we're just going to show the on function here. So, boom, no activation noises or anything. So when you press the trigger, you get some generic blasting noises. And you can do it in succession. If you hold it, nothing happens. As you can see, there are some little LED lights happening right there. And then you can cog this back here, and it will pull this and it'll make a little springy noise, but it doesn't make any noises itself doing that. And also, it doesn't affect that in any way, shape, or form. Now, where the different sounds are going to come in is up here. Lift this little flap up, and there are 3 little slats here for different cards. And there are 3 different buttons here which will pop up where they are, which is pretty neat. So press this, and that'll pop up, make sort of a loading noise, which is really neat. And you pull this out, and here's a card. It says Capture on it, Space Patrol Delta. And there's like a little barcode-esque thing here. On the back it just has the SPD logo. There is a little card scanner through here. Just swipe it. It'll make that noise, and then when you press the button, it'll make that noise. And it's now locked into that noise, and it'll eventually run out of bullets, but and then it'll go back to its regular noise, but until you run out of bullets, it will remain locked into that noise. So it's very simple. You can press it like that, or in succession, until it eventually runs out. So then you just will put it back in, and now press it back down, and it'll make a locking noise again. Here's the second one. It says lightning. Once again, you see the barcode on there. So yeah, you can see it'll lock in. I'm not going to do all of them twice, but I just feel like doing it. I don't know in what world that's lightning, but that's a thing. Alright, so now the last one. I don't remember. I don't think it came with any others. There's definitely a chance it did, but I would have no way of knowing where they are. Alright, now here's the one for laser. It's a green card, so you can, you know, live here. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, and that's pretty much it as far as I know. It's still pretty neat, I have to say. I really like the different sounds. It's like an early precursor to how many different functionality and like different card and stuff like things we've been getting more so in the future. So I think it's really neat and pretty fun. The card scanning thing, it feels right. Like it feels, I'll just say mechanical is the right word, but it definitely feels right. Just like swiping a credit card, it's a really neat functionality that's true to something that you can do in life, and it feels like an actual functionality. I like the way that when you press the buttons, the little storage things pop up and it makes like a loading noise, which also gives it a good mechanical feel. So overall, I think this is a really fun toy. Look-wise and everything, I think it's pretty solid. I think unless you're super amped up about the little differences in the Japanese version and possibly the sounds, I can recommend this if you can find a good price for it and you're not too concerned about some of these things. And for kids in particular, if for some reason your kid's into SPD nowadays, I think it's a good recommendation. I think it's a really fun toy with some pretty unique functionalities which I even find neat as an adult. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.